A chance to play more on the boundary this week. What was that experience like going back to something you did probably? Oh yeah, last year you did that.
It's fun. Just whatever that really just helped the team win. They needed me to play boundary, so that's what I did. Yeah.
What was it like having Storm back in there? He hadn't played in a few games, and just meshing with him.
Storm, he's like a great athlete, great corner. Even Cam got in there sometimes too, just having those young guys going in there and just doing what they're asked to do. And it's hard going from not playing a lot to just going to the game and having to play all those snaps. So salute to him, just going out there and handling his business.
Third down defense really strong against the Rams, and then Raiders were able to execute some. What were some of the things that happened on third downs?
I think just a lot of missed tackles. Because if you go back and watch the film, I feel like maybe not on those like third and real short, but third and medium and stuff like that, they were catching the ball way before the sticks and just missed tackles, or like not really just finishing the tackle and letting them kind of fall forward is what really was like our downfall of this game.
You had a lot of drives in that game for both teams that were 14, 15, 16 play drives.
Yeah.
What was it like being on the field that long over and over?
I mean, it's good when our offense is having them because we get a lot of rest time. But obviously, being out there, you got to get them off the field on third down. When it gets to that, like guys get tired, techniques maybe starts not being as good as it was the first plays and stuff like that. So when you're on defense and they start getting those long drives, extended drives, it's not really a good look on us because it just gives them opportunity to get points.
Now that you've won 2 in a row, how, if at all, has the mindset changed, confidence, things like that?
I feel like we had like the same confidence the whole season. Sometimes the ball just did not roll our way. We didn't have a lot of those games, but we always had our confidence. So winning those games is not really like a surprise for us because I feel like these past couple games we really been at strength, like our whole team together. Like our starting quarterback, a lot of guys on defense came back. So we're not surprised winning those games. So I wouldn't say confidence is changing, but we know we dug ourselves like a little hole we got to come up out of. So even after we win, it's not like we're just super happy about it. It's like we're supposed to win those games, and we just haven't. So that's what we're sitting at right now.
Was that always a mentality, even when you were losing those games without Tua? Like, we know once we get everyone together that we're going to be back to what we were.
Nah, even without Tua, we lost some games that we were supposed to win. So obviously having him out there is like a big plus for us. But a lot of those games when he wasn't here, we felt like we should have won them. So I feel like our mentality never really changed for real. Even though he wasn't here, we were supposed to win them, and we just didn't.
How does this team take it to that next level, continue to build on the success that you're having now?
Just throughout the week, we kind of found like a little formula going into talking about practice-wise. So we just got to keep owning on that, just working on technique and not getting relaxed. Like I said, even though we won like 2 in a row, we were supposed to win those games and stuff like that, just not getting complacent.
Have you had interactions with Kendall Fuller? How's he been?
Kendall's good. Hopefully we can get him back this week because he's like a big help for us. So hopefully we can get him back. But he's doing good from what I've seen.
So what were your impressions of Brock Bowers, obviously a rookie with a lot of potential in this league?
Yeah, really good player. Got a lot of potential, like you said. He's going to be a good player for a long time.
You can see him on film, but did sort of the way he moved surprise some of you guys a little bit once you saw it in person?
No, I mean, he's a good player, and they had an emphasis to get him the ball. So, like I said, he's a good player. He's going to be a good player in this league for a long time.
With this team this season, obviously putting together the 2 wins is casting's headed in the right direction. How do you continue to maintain that focus of each week at a time?
Just one game at a time, and focus on what you have in, winning the day, winning the meeting, winning practice, winning the walkthroughs. Just attention to detail, being present in those moments, and focusing on what's important now. We got 2 wins in a row, but we'd like to keep that going. But it starts in the week.
Judging from reaction in the locker room, I guess the guys on defense weren't happy with the. I know you get the W, but you guys weren't satisfied with that performance, were you?
I mean, it's a really weird question. Obviously, we won the game. There's things we could do better, and things that we want to do better. But 19 points, you give up 19 points, you're going to have a chance. So, but there's definitely things that we want to continue to work on. It's in the middle of the season. I think there's not one team that would come out of a win or a loss say that there's things that they don't need to work on. So, we're still right in the thick of it. We want to continue to work.
What's it like having your boy Tyrell Dotson back? He told us that you were hosting him for a little bit as he.
He came over to the house for a couple days. It's really cool for him to be here. Someone that I played with for 4 years in Buffalo. Someone I've kind of seen grow into his own throughout the league. So it's really cool to have him here, and he's going to be a good addition for our football team.
All the things that you guys talked about implementing and becoming in training camp earlier this year, do you see that stuff starting to actually, come into fruition now?
I mean, yeah, obviously there was a lot of high expectations going into the year, and we weren't really living up to those expectations early on. And, just trying to find our stride, trying to find our rhythm, offensively, defensively, special teams, and then even collectively. We're hitting those strides, and we want to continue to get better. This is a pivotal point of the season. We kind of dug ourselves in a hole a little bit. So, like I said, being able to focus on each moment, each day, each meeting, and continue to just work and focus on what's important right now.
Third down defense, obviously very strong against the Rams, and then the Raiders were able to convert some of those. What were you noticing were some of the challenges this time around?
Yeah, they had a good plan. There's some things we can do better, but they had a good plan.
What does Storm Duck bring when he's in lineup? He played it his first time in a while there.
Yeah, I enjoy playing with Storm. He's a great player, great young player. He's going to play in the league for a long time. Smart, instinctive, can run. He can play off. He can press, and he's someone that I trust out there on the football field to know what he's got to do.
Obviously, the defense. I find it interesting that earlier in the season, you guys were struggling against the run. Now you're ranked 9th. Struggling in the red zone. Now you're ranked 8th. What do you think is attributed to the turnaround in those areas that you guys have had?
Yeah, just the collective unit, playing together, understanding what we're trying to get accomplished, from we calling it to, assistant coaches, implementing it, executing it with, individual drills and all that, and meeting rooms, and then we all take it to the field and, just getting better at it, better at understanding what he's trying to call, why he's calling it, and then executing, our plan when it comes to that.
I think 4 straight games, you holding an opponent under 100 yards rushing. What's been the key for that specifically?
Yeah, same thing. Just, guys just executing, doing their job. That's all a run game is, just, being in your position, so whether you make the play or another guy makes the play, it doesn't hit in your gap or, basically.
After digging you guys self in this hole you guys have currently, how do you guys approach each game? Like, not much room for error. You guys are well aware of that.
Yeah, I think guys put it on themselves. Like we kind of basically entered the playoffs a little early. In our mindset, we just got to keep stacking wins and just taking it 1 week at a time. Each game has pretty much come down to must win. So that's our mindset.
What do you feel you have brought to this defense since your insertion into the lineup?
Yeah, just try to do my job. As a Mike linebacker, you got to control the tempo, control the the calms, and keep everybody calm in each situation. And then the communication is making sure my communication is up to par, so that the guys can execute, and we all execute and do our job on the same page. So, just trying to do my job. Not too much. No try to do nobody else's job, just mine.
A lot of those things that you mentioned, communication, keeping everyone else in check. Do you feel you've kind of honed in on those skills from your coaching experience with your dad?
I guess so. I think I've played Mike linebacker now for, going back to college because I didn't play, since college. So what's that, 10 years now? 12 years now. Wow, I'm old. 12 years now. So, getting that comfortability, and then obviously my dad being the coach, you kind of take a lot of leadership and, skills and stuff from him. So, just adding that to my game, and I've been able to do that for a very long time now, and I'm comfortable with it. So I take on that challenge. As a Mike, you're the quarterback of the defense. You gotta earn that, and that's your job each day.
Now, so what was the key to pulling off the Ransom Everglades win?
Man, the guys just played well, man. They played hard. They have a great quarterback over there at Ransom Everglades. He played really well. I think he threw for 300, but they only had 10 points though. So, we tried to limit him in some ways, making it hard for him in the red zone. But he's a great player. And then offensively, just making some plays and able to put up 40 points, and we got the win.
He clamped down in the red zone.
How did we?
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets tight down there. You can't, the field. It's not a lot of field down there. So play different coverages down there, give him a different look. Like I said, he's a great quarterback though. So he made a lot of plays that as a freshman you shouldn't be able to make, but he played well though. So I'll give it. Yeah.
What's the coaching dynamic with you and your dad? Is it a good cop, bad cop? Like, how's that work?
Nah, bad cop mostly. We try to. No, I mean whatever the team needs at that point. My dad is pretty tough on him. I try to be kind of the good cop, I guess. Come in after and make sure everything's all right. But trying to win, and I know that's all he wants, and he wants the best for each kid. So I know he means well. And yeah, I'm with him. So.
So you think who's next?
LaSalle this weekend, this Friday. Yeah, second round.
What'd you think of, sorry to pull away from the high school football, what'd you think of Brock Bowers?
I thought he was a great player. Played well. We knew that coming in that he was going to be a focal point of their offense, and they were going to try to get him the ball. So he was definitely in our game plan. Just executed. They made some plays. He made some plays at the end of the day. But again, we'll take the win.